And the Illinois State Fair is celebrating its 170th anniversary this year. And one attraction shows you what the fair has looked like over the many decades and the popular attractions that are still around today. WCIA3's Theodora Coulivaris takes us there.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of people come to the Illinois State Fair and visit the many attractions it has to offer. One of those attractions takes people through a trip back in time, putting the history of the fair on full display.
It's kind of a work in progress. We're always updating and trying to get new exhibits and that kind of thing.
The Illinois State Fair Museum Foundation has been working to preserve the history of the fair.
We had a lot of history, but we had no way to display it.
The State Fair itself began in 1853 in Springfield. 12 different cities hosted it over the next 40 years. Eventually, in 1894, Springfield became the permanent home. It's been a place many presidents have visited, from Abraham Lincoln to John F. Kennedy to Ronald Reagan. Photos at the museum capture their visits. The museum also has a wide range of old items, like buttons from previous fairs and photos of events like the Twilight Parade. So how do they come across all these artifacts, giving a glimpse into the past?
A lot of it's donated from family estates. Believe it or not, some of our board members look at eBay every night for state fair history, and they find stuff and they buy it, and that's how we get it. So it's interesting how we get all those items.
Some of the fair's attractions are still around today, like the Butter Cow, which made its first appearance at the fair more than 100 years ago.
Looking at the Butter Cow, the old Butter Cows, that's like my thing when I come here.
The Sky Glide is another attraction that you can't miss if you're on the fairgrounds. The items at the museum, along with others, help to tell the story of the fair's history.
History's always been something for me, so I like looking at everything here because it takes you back to a time that...
They're kind of like it takes you back, like time traveling, where you get to see everything, like you're actually there.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Theodora Coulivaris.
The State Fair has been canceled several times throughout history, first in 1862 because of the Civil War, from 1942 to 1945 because of World War II. The U.S. Army Air Force used the fairgrounds as a supply depot during that time, and the World's Fair replaced the State Fair in 1893. Most recently, the fair was canceled in 2020 because of the pandemic.